Alright there guys, this is a review of famed PC Engine shoot 'em up Sylphia by Tonkin House. Story starts off with a maiden battling against various ogres and fiends, and then one day she succumbs to the necromancer's blade and conks out in a corner. "No," says the big hairy beast, "this will not do," and she came back to life as a horny-legged sylphic maiden, hell-bent on firing at enemies. Now you start this game off with a nice little level between some pillars. Reminds me of a nightclub called the Coliseum in Portsmouth, this level, nice floor tiles. And then you fly up this wall, battling all sorts of skinny beasts, look like they could do with a bit of food in them. And then you battle this Medusa, got some weird pus coming out of her eyes. Anyway, game settles down in level 2, flying over some kind of sand pit with these hairy faces flying around. Anyway, back to the weapon system, not that we ever started there. You have 4 weapons, blue, green, red and yellow. Don't choose the yellow one, it's like throwing stones at enemies. Go with the fire or the green or the blue, they're much nicer. Anyway, you power them up by collecting these rosy shaped icons or power up things, and you generally get harder. You also pick up like mirrors. By the way, that's the shitty one. That's at full power now. That's full power, that is. That's rank. Anyway, shot a bit of his face off. You have to dodge out the way of that crap. Anyway, good enemy this one. I like this boss. It was a shame to kill him, really. I could have played around with him all day. Anyway, back to the game. 4 weapons, multiple levels, hard difficulty. Just check out all those things coming at you from different angles. You needed a smart bomb to get through that. You have infinite continues on this game, which is very kind of it. But you will need them, because when you die it takes you right back to the beginning of the level. Not every time you die, just when you lose all your lives. But you see that meter down on the right hand side? It was full and now it's empty. And when you pick up mirrors, it fills that meter up, and when the meter fills up to the top, you get an extra life. So you got to keep collecting those mirrors. Don't avoid them at all costs. Anyway, the thing I like about this game is that there's lots of variation on the level. There's lots of tiles and things firing from all directions. Motorised monsters and pointy-nosed children living in poverty just outside the Weymouth Gyratory. And all sorts of beasts. However, there is no parallax on this game, which is very disappointing, considering its price, which is about £200 on a bad day. Think about how many games you could buy for that. You could buy a whole load of them for that. So only buy this one if you're an absolute hardcore freak, or you've got a penchant for dead blonde sylphics, whatever they are. I gotta say though, there's something a bit special about this one. After a couple of games, once you get flying up that screen, you won't want to stop. To be honest, this is about as far as I got on this playthrough. I'm not too proud of that, to be honest. And I'll be drawing things to a conclusion in a minute, because I found this video quite hard and quite daunting given the price of the game. I'd only give it 7.5 for graphics, sounds a bit better at 8.5. Playability's a scorer at 9.5. Value for money's 3.5. And overall I give it 7.5. So thanks for watching, and I hope my next video is a bit more interesting.